Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for more Age of Wonders 4 this week. Almost said Age of Wonders 3, Old Habits Die Hard. We're back to see what becomes of Steve now moving forward. As you guys saw in the last episode, this fight here was pretty dang brutal. Basically, I knocked out this mountain range and more or less opened the floodgates for Blue to come at me with a whole bunch of magical-based units. And he's got some nasty spells and a lot of phase beasts and just a lot of good units, spell breakers and stuff like that. Really messed me up pretty good. We did weather the initial assault, and he did not do a follow-up attack. I thought about counterattacking here, but it's another risky battle, which probably means there'd be more losses. I have decided to back off and regroup. We will see what becomes of this outpost over here. What I do want to do, make sure that I do, is do that with the outpost and at least stick the hut down there. I may not be able to hold this outpost for now, but I should be able to retake it. So if they capture it, I'm going to leave the walls down because if I try to build them, I think he'll just take it, and it's probably a waste of money. So I'm going to leave them down for now. The next time Denver grows, I can expand and get this territory in here, and he can't. I don't need to worry about him getting that unless he brings a hero out and tries to build an outpost on it, in which case I'll probably attack him. But yeah, for now, Steve's army is going to back off, and I'm going to get some reinforcements in there. There are nearby units that can kind of help resupply, and I'm going to do that. I got to decide how far back I want to move. I don't want to go too far, but I think that actually, hang on. How far can these guys move? No, I was thinking maybe if I could get them up here, I could do a counterattack, but they can't quite make it far enough, so that's fine. We will back you off to, let's see, they can make it just beyond that tomb. So if I wind up at about that mine, I'll be fine. So that's what we'll do. We'll regroup here. And let's see, I got another Houndmaster here. Okay, you can join the army. Let's see, who do I want with Steve? I'm pretty sure he's got Inspiring Leader, but I want to double check that. Hang on, do you have Inspiring Leader? Oh, wait, it's right there, yeah. So he's getting a discount on units that are with him, so we want to try to put those higher tier units with Steve, if possible. Like that Ironclad, for example. We'll move him over to Steve, because I'm pretty sure Jormag does not have Inspired Leader. I think I was just going all attack on him. Oh, he does. Actually, he does. So yeah, it doesn't matter who's with who there. As long as they're with one of those heroes and their high tier unit, they're fine. All right, well then, why don't you go with Steve's army? Useful to have a fast unit, although Steve is actually fast, but then we'll add, let's see, what are you kind of missing there? You could use a shield unit, so I'll put the Scrap Hermit with you, and then probably another Houndmaster. Yeah, another Houndmaster sounds good. I still quite like those Houndmasters. Just the free unit you get is just really nice. And then I can bring these guys up, and just like that, we do have another full 3 stacks, but they're not 3 stacks of good units. They're 3 stacks of units that will fill out the ranks for now. And gosh, they need healing, so I'm gonna have to hold ground here for a bit. But that's enough for now. What I am going to do is, there's these guys way over here that are going to go on quite the trek. This guy is going to be founding that city on the next turn. I need to not forget that this time. Dave over here. These guys, on the other hand, they need to head back to the west, I think. I considered taking this army away from my units up here that are getting ready to push yellow. But yellow's tough too, and I don't want to take away from one push to devote resources to another, because I would rather have a stalemate here and make progress on one side than have a stalemate on both sides. So I want to leave some extra units here. But all these guys that I was kind of considering extra units anyway, they can go back towards Steve, and maybe on their way past they could take this road and clear that that quest right there. So I think they're going to go this way. They'll swing past here, but they'll continue their way down south and meet up with Steve as soon as they can. Technically, the other way would be a bit faster, but this probably isn't much slower, and it lets me knock out that quest along the way. So that's what they're doing. And then we got another Ironclad. That is on its way to reinforce Steve for sure. We got Vegas still producing Dragoons. They're all going to go Steve's way. I could probably work on a couple more Mage Lock cannons here. I got plenty of resources for it, so let's do that. There was also something else. Oh, yeah. One thing I wanted to do... Oh, I don't have it as a research option. If Luxury Market shows up here, I probably want to get that. I'm not sure if it does, but I don't know why it wouldn't. Luxury Markets, because I have this Ember Shard Furnace here, which is giving me a 25% discount on gold for recruiting units. I'm wondering if that stacks with the Luxury Markets bonus, which also gives you a 25 discount on gold when purchasing units. So do the two of them stack and you can purchase units at half price? Because if that's the case, then I will absolutely be taking advantage of that. Unfortunately, Luxury Markets is not in my current list of research options, and I'm not going to shuffle it until like I'm done getting the gold golems, and then maybe I will, but I need to keep an eye out for that. So let's go back through some of your feedback before I get carried away here. I wanted to start with Emil Soderman. Had a good point that it may be time to start thinking about teleporters. Like I was just talking about, I'm moving these armies all the way across the map. Teleporters is down here, and I actually could unlock it at any time. It costs 200 Imperium. The problem is that right now, I do need a pretty big chunk of Imperium for a few other things. First, and most importantly, is the city upgrades. I'm at my city cap, so to upgrade it again is going to cost 800 Imperium, and I'm going to have to do that here pretty soon. I'm already at 674. And let's see here. Where's the city ruins? Yeah, so right here. That's going to cost me 100. So I need 900 to found the city and get the city upgrade. And that's just for that. On top of that, I have this coming in 2 turns that I've been craving this entire game. Your units regenerate an additional 1 HP per 2 move points they have remaining at the end of your turn. This is going to be absolutely crucial for engaging in a siege against an enemy, particularly somebody like... Yellow up here, who the siege against him is going to be an extremely drawn out siege because of the 285 defense on his city. My units have to be able to heal simply by holding still, and that's what this allows them to do. I may be able to weather a couple storms while healing and still come out okay. And then later on down the line, and this is 12 turns down the line, but I'm definitely going to want that martial ancestry skill for reducing unit upkeep by 10% per rank the unit has. So when you look at all this combined, that's 500 Imperium, 400 Imperium, and then already 900 that I figured. So I need 1800 Imperium within the next 12 turns, roughly. That's a lot. And again, when you look at that 200 extra for teleporters, it doesn't really seem like a lot. But I think the other stuff needs to come first. In my mind, I need all that stuff as soon as I can get it. So the teleporters are going to have to wait until after that. And in the meantime, I'll just have to be more mindful of where I'm moving my units around. Fortunately, some of the extra movement kind of got lost here because I have been going far out of my way to deal with spawners and stuff that have been a problem. That's going to be mostly behind me at this point because I pretty much cleared my area, and now I can just focus on any time a unit is produced, it goes straight to one line, front line, or the other, and then it remains there. But that's kind of where we're at right now with Imperium. We need all of it that we can get, and I probably am going to slow down on tier 4 unit production. I might make like 1 gold golem, maybe 1 tier 5, but even then, I might hold off on the gold golems until I have some of the core upgrades that I want first, just because of their ongoing upkeep. So anything that I can do to get more Imperium would be great, but I'm pretty sure I've maxed out the Wizard Tower already. In fact, I know I have, so can't do anything about that to make it go any faster. We just have to pretty much wait. Alright, so moving on from Emil Soderman, and that was also... this is also Queen Wormline as well. With regard to Jormag's Breath Attack, you can actually add a damage type to a Dragon Breath Attack at level 12, and I'm pretty sure that also adds like another secondary status effect that it can cause. So if you get the electric one, I think you get a chance to stun things with your Breath Attack, something like that. Could be wrong about that, but that's how I remember it being from my last series where I played as Jormag. So yeah, that's coming at level 12. Jormag is level 7, so he's got a little ways before he gets to take advantage of that. We'll just have to be patient. But there's not really any other way to modify it. The Dragon's Claw does not modify the damage type. It just that's your melee attack exclusively. So yeah, from Clydon was a reminder to save up 500 Imperium for martial ancestry. That is this perk here. That was a reminder from Clydon. I had actually forgotten about that, so credit to him for me remembering that. From Chris Lighthawk, no need to keep things like foresters on cities that don't need them to hurry production anymore. Can replace one near DC with a great foundry, next to 2 mines for much better income. The spot he's talking about is, if you go to DC, there is a, it's going to be easier to see with the province tab on, but there is this forester right here. This is touching 2 mines, and I don't need foresters anymore. Foresters are only good for producing a small amount of food and draft. Aside from that, they're primarily used to build like the estate hall faster, the food upgrade structures. I've already got all those in this city, so having foresters sticking around in DC doesn't really do me any good. In fact, having most base province improvements doesn't do me a lot of good if I can replace them with something else. So basically, this great foundry here, that is going to produce 10 gold per adjacent mine. It's going to be plus 3 gold, so, and plus 3 drafts, so that's 16 gold and then 10 draft. But I also count as a mine, so it gives me mana on top of that because of the upgrade that I have from what's that upgrade called? It's that one. Mines grant plus 10 mana. So basically, I can knock out those 2 farms or that 1 forester and get like a whole bunch of money back from it. And I'm absolutely going to do that. In fact, I'm going to queue that up now before I forget. It's going to go right here. And that's a pretty good spot. Also, Chris pointed out that if I turned... So this Bazaar of Wonders, as we established in the last episode, it benefits from both of these, despite the fact that they're both counted as quarries. They're a unique type of quarry, of quarry. So the Bazaar of Wonders is actually benefiting from both of them. What I can do is I can, in Vegas, change this to a quarry, and change this to a mine. And that's going to give, because right now all 3 of those farms is only counting as 1 for the purpose of adjacency, but by flipping these, it's going to get more money from, well, maybe it's easier to look at this way, plus 5 gold per unique province improvement. It's going to get another 10 gold on top of that. Now, I do lose some of the growth in Vegas, which is kind of a problem. I sort of need that growth right now, so I might come back and do this later. Because Vegas really does need to grow. So I'm going to leave Vegas with these farms for now and abort that process. But once Vegas has managed to grow a bit and I've gotten some other farms stationed elsewhere, particularly once I like knock out this mountain range, which might be my next move with Vegas, and turn that into a farm and can just start like growing my borders out in a different direction, then I'll leave the farms as they are for now, just because I feel like Vegas needs those for growth. As a matter of fact, did I ever get... Yeah, I did get this upgrade. Farms grant plus 5 food, so yeah. I'm going to keep Vegas the way it is for now, but eventually I need to come back and change that. So, let's see here. Can also, from Chris Lighthawk as well, phase units do benefit from the charge bonuses from moving before attacking, specifically things like the phase beasts and the unicorns. Phase beast is important. I'm fighting a lot of those, although I think I killed all of them that were around in the last battle. But basically, they have a charge attack where if they move a certain number of hexes before hitting you, they do bonus damage. Phasing does not diminish that charge attack. They still get the charge bonus even when they phase. I didn't know that, but according to Chris Lighthawk, they do. So that's something to watch out for when I'm fighting blue. From Queen Wormline and Chris Lighthawk, both did point out that the Inferno Puppy came from the enemy being killed while under effect of the Balor's Chaos brand. That is, during the last battle, I had a random Inferno Puppy show up on my side. That's because this Chaos brand, if not a hero, the unit can turn into a Tier 1 Fiend under my control upon its death. So that guy basically created an Inferno Puppy out of an enemy for me. That's what happened there. So for anyone else who's curious, figured I'd clarify that. And then finally, last thing from Queen Worm line, a magic-based hero could be pretty useful paired with Gilded Magic and some critical chance buffs. Just kind of keeping an eye out, thoughts out for what my next hero will be. I am 4 turns away from being able to recruit one. I can't spend the money on increasing hero cap, but as soon as I have one, they're going to come over here. And I think a magic hero would be perfect because I could kit them out with something that does electrical damage and have them be very offensively useful against blue over here. I've got 4 turns till I can make one. I probably have plenty of time before I can make any sort of reasonable push over here. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that next time one shows up. I am going to start summoning Watchers to try to fill out the damage or refill in some good units here from what I lost. And they will be very helpful against blue over there. And then I think that's it. That's all the comments and feedback. So let's jump back into the gameplay here. Coralor the Philosopher has been captured. I did want to check and see if any of these people had anything potentially useful on them. There is a lightning orb right there. Depending on what my hero starts with, that might be handy. He's got, what, 2 lightning resistance too far. So nothing really matters other than the lightning orb he has. Let's keep him in mind, Coralor the Philosopher. And then Fortuano the Golden-Handed. He has a staff. Ooh, I do like his Crown of Ruin. Magic attacks ignore up to 3 status resistance. And he's also got a pretty good hero item. I'm going to sell his remains now. Oh, he's in my prison, is he? Well, that could be a problem for him. I've been trying to keep from going very evil again, but I don't think it can be avoided if he has things that I really, really want. They'll be more useful once I have that actual hero in my possession. I want to let me take a quick look at my recruitment pool here. Oh, there's Mr. Whiskers right there with a gun. I like it. And then my internal revenue service people, beloved, and then Zara the Discipline from the IRS. It doesn't really matter what any of these people start with because I can just respec them. They start with that Radiant Power Cleaver. I can respec them to doing basically whatever I want them to do. I mostly pick heroes based on whatever this is. City's Governor gains 30 city disability. The Astral Adept one would give me 3 Astral Affinity, or when governing a city, the Empire gains 2 Astral Affinity. I'd probably take the Astral Affinity one. That would help speed this along. And I am summoning a lot of units now that I've got those Watchers. Is there anything that benefits unit summons in here? I thought there was. This would be nice. Okay, that benefits teleporters and gives teleporters magic income. New magic origin units gain +3 ranks. Yeah, I'm going to want that when it becomes available. I'll take the Astral one, I think. Yeah, we'll take the Astral affinity upgrade there, I think. So yeah, we'll probably get that hero next, but they don't have anything that... Oh wait, I don't actually have to execute these heroes, do I? I can release them, and actually that would give me good alignment points, which will push me back towards being more neutral. And again, I'm trying not to be totally evil because I don't want the random events to have that negative modifier to them. So if I go back in here and go to my prison, I could just release them. They would have to re-recruit them, I think, so I'm not really... The one advantage of putting them in your crypt is that they go into your income here. I think if you put them back in the pool, and please correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I think if you release them, then the computer can re-recruit them, but they have to pay to do it. And they probably get re-recruited with all their current levels and everything. Yeah, they wouldn't lose any levels. So it'd be a way for the computer to get them back. But I don't really care if I have to kill them again, so The advantage of killing them off now is that they go into my crypt and then they generate mana and research, which is pretty useful. All right, I think we're gonna execute some people. Yeah, because that orb's a little too perfect to pass up on because of the damage it does. Now, I will just make a better one, though. You know what? I can just make a better one. I could actually get started on it as soon as Jormag's Claw is done. So I think this one, I'm going to kill this one, because he's got more items that I think are immediately useful for me. As a matter of fact, I will release him. I'm going to grant him freedom because I still get his items, and it doesn't push me into very evil territory. It's considered an act of good, so I will release him. No one can ever say Steve never did anything nice. That puts me down to minus 30 morale, so I'm still just kind of evil. But it does give me his items, and I want to give the Vitality Amulet to someone who is going to be getting up in the fray quite a bit. Probably Sharon here, I think. Or Jormag, actually. You know what, let's give it to Jormag. Jormag will have... Also, when Fiery Rebirth comes back, it comes back to 40% of his total hit points. This would increase that amount slightly. Give him an extra 4 when he comes back. I'll give it to Jormag. Okay, cool. So Jormag can have that. I've got the magic helmet, but that's going to go... No one benefits from that yet. But yeah, Jormag's Claw will be done on the next turn, and I'll work on an item in preparation for that new hero when they show up. Okay, everybody I think is stationed where they need to be at the moment. These guys have to kind of wait for this hero to get back. In the meantime, we'll hold ground, defend against anything that this guy throws at me. I do need to get the palisade walls up here in that outpost. He might take the city between now and then. If he does, I'll be ready to jump him and take it back. And then one last thing, I'm going to move one of these mage locks up so those armies are filled out. There we go. You can wait. You can wait. Orders, orders, orders. You might need to move. Depends on how far these guys can move. I'm going to have him kind of slide down this way, I think. Maybe go right, like, here. There. We'll have him hang out there for a turn. Okay, that outpost is done. Also, I can grab this here. I'm going to, like, forward settle this guy as much as I can. I don't think it matters whether I do a farm or... You know what? I'm going to do a farm because he has a Rune Carver's camp right here. I'm not 100% sure if you get adjacency bonuses from enemy camps, but just in case you do, I'll get a farm just to stick it to him. There we go. Palace. So I did get this. Now, do I... Yeah, I don't think I build the palisade walls here. Although I guess I am building them near the other guy, but the difference in these two situations is that I can jump out and attack him pretty much whenever I want to if he tries to go after this outpost. I can't really do that with Jormag right now. But then again, I do have enough disposable income that maybe there's like an off chance he doesn't bother to take that outpost. I think he probably will, but I've seen the computers do some pretty dumb stuff before on this note. So, I don't know. I mean, like, if it was a human opponent, obviously you wouldn't do this, but I almost wonder if the computer will bother. You know what? It's just 60 gold. Let's just see for science what the computer does here, and maybe they take it, and maybe they don't. If they do take it, it would stop the production of the walls, and it would give me time to counterattack. And then they'd be wasting 60 gold on it too if they do that. So, sure. Spell's ready to launch. Yes, I'm aware of that. A free city declared war on you. That is Scragheim, Scraghelm, wherever they are. They're underground, way, way over behind blue. Okay. Alright. Don't need to be worried about that for now, so I think we can end the turn. And we'll see what blue does. Maybe they will just turn around and take that outpost. Maybe I did just throw away 60 gold, but only one way to find out for sure. Well, they're moving away from it. And they're not moving these armies at all. I think I can counterattack here. I think I can totally counterattack him there. What is he thinking? Now, if I counterattack him here, he might be able to counterattack me on the next turn too, so that's worth considering, but oh gosh, it is so tempting to spend the Imperium to get this under my control. For two reasons. One, I could move through it faster, but for another, after this battle, my army could heal. Huh. Well, I think one way or another, this is a little too juicy to ignore. I think I'm going to have to attack this, and then maybe we decide what to do based on what Jormag can see. Jormag should really be in the front. I'll have to remember to switch them around, but for now I just need enough reach to get Steve's army there, and then maybe send them back a space or two. Yeah, we'll do this, since I have to get him just close enough. Then can he go back 2 spaces? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll move Jormag forward on the road right behind where Steve was. If I can do enough damage here, then I think I can scare him off. Also, I need to... Oh, crap. Hang on. Before I do this, drop one of these guys, because I have a summon ready. So I want that magical origin unit, or the Watcher in here. I'll just pop him here. I don't suppose I can get another one, can I? Wishful thinking on my part, but I can start the summon process. I know I'm going to need them. Okay, that gives me a tier 3 to add to the... Did I just misclick the... Oh my gosh. You've got to be joking me. I accidentally moved them onto the mountain tile. I meant to move them onto the road there. Oh, that is extremely unfortunate. That is unbelievably unfortunate. Alright, I'm still doing this. I've moved up this far, I have to, because if he moves in reinforcements and attacks... Doggone it, how do I do crap like that? Well, I mean, to be fair, the topography of this map gets really weird when you're... See, like, look, this mountain tile here. Like, that, technically, you're on that hex, but it looks like you're above it because of, like, where the arrow is. Like, look at that. Mountain tiles are really weird about that. And it's easy to make those kind of mistakes just because of the way it's set up, so... Do I feel embarrassed about that? No, that's honestly, in my opinion, a flaw of the game design. I think it should be lined up better and more visually clear as to where you're moving, but that doesn't make it any less frustrating. So, anyway, here we go. Low risk battle. We'll see what the auto says, but I am not too worried about this one. Okay, what did we lose? We lost... You know, in this case, I'm going to do this myself. And the reason that I'm doing it myself is because I don't know what might counterattack me after this, and I kind of want to have all hands on deck to deal with whatever comes. So I'll handle this one myself. I think I can probably get through this with very few, if not 0 losses. So he's still throwing spells at me, despite the fact that I thought I just... No, he was not in the last battle, was he? No, he wasn't. And he did that slow time thing on me or whatever and stunned that entire center army. You know what? That's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, I need, let's see, who's a healer? Or do I even have one in this group? Yeah, I don't think I have any. Jormag doesn't have any healing. Steve does, but he got stun locked. So unless I have some unit that can remove that from him, which I don't think I do, Steve's just gonna have to deal with that. Alright, how do I want to approach this? I would like to get as many to come down the center path as possible so I can just blast them with my Balor. The giant over here is by himself, so I should probably lean into that direction and away from this group here, which has... They do have some range units that are going to be a pain if they get to that that Overwatch point there, but everybody else I think is good. So I'm going to move towards the center. He'll probably throw more magic attacks and crap at me. I will just have to do my best to get around that. The Gremlin I kind of want away from the front line because he can run in and do an attack and flip something around from pretty much any distance because his best attack is just a single action ability. I want to stay out of range of that giant, although he can just throw a rock at me, but I'm still plenty far out of his range over here. I want one unit to go over there with kind of behind them, so we'll put the Gremlin back there. The dog is stunned. Everybody is stunned here, holy smokes. My giant is not, so I'll move him up around this way, and I'll move the tank here. And we'll get the Houndmaster. Actually, we'll put the dogs out front. Maybe I can bait a charge or something with them. So I'll put them here, with the guns just behind them. Actually, the guns could go here. And then I'll put the shield guy there to kind of guard everybody. Jormag could stand on the other side of this shield guy. And I can pull the tank, or the cannon around this way. And have the knight here. I don't really have much of a better strategy than this at this point. I'm just kind of bunching up to deal with the middle. He'll probably use more AoE spells. Okay, giant made a thing there. Okay, so he's gonna jump in and... I might be able to kill him. Oh, is he refuged already? Oh, he is. Okay. Well, crap. That's gonna prevent my Houndmasters from doing anything. So I'll just have to ignore him for now. This cannon, though, has a decent shot lined up right there. I think I've got to take that. I already know I've got to take that. That may leave the cannon vulnerable to attack from this direction, but the cannons are one of the most easily replaceable things I have. I'm going to have an abundance of war spoils, so I'm not worried about that. Let's see, Jormag can... Well, he'll murder the dog if I do that, so I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to put Jormag here and just hit all that stuff. This thing should refuge if I do that. Can Steve snipe that thing first? Because if I can snipe that... Hang on. Astral Membrane. Okay, that's not it. Shattering Refuge. So that's an actual attack it does. So this one won't refuge if I do this with Jormag. It'll still be attackable. So yeah, let's hit all that crap right there. And I froze him. Excellent. Okay. And I froze the... Ooh, I froze the Watcher too. Okay, that's great. This gives me a lot of flexibility. This army is heading this way. I feel like that tank's going to die. It's got the barrage attack that it can do, but it can only hit 2 things. I think I would rather use the tank over there. These guys seem determined to come this way, and they'll probably hit this. I'm going to put the tank back here, kind of by itself, because he keeps hitting it with AoE magic attacks, and it's doing a lot of damage. I'm going to leave it back there, and then if they charge this side, I've got something big that can shoot back. And then, let's see, can you... If I move you here... I'm fine with the Knight being here, because it's got an AoE that it can use, Dark Surge. I'll put him here, actually. And I will probably give him some defense, although I'm not really sure that he actually needs it here. I can't damage that thing, which is annoying, but it is what it is. I can, however, move these guys away from it, the Houndmaster, and possibly I might be able to snipe the Watcher with them, but I think instead I'm going to have them come down here and help with this situation. I would like to charge that shield guy back there and deal with him. I think the Balor at this point is more useful over here to deal with this swarm of units. But if he uses Chaos Brand... Whoops, not Chaos Brand. I want to use Sunder the Earth. That won't do quite as much damage as I was hoping. You know what? Before I continue, let's go to this side of things and see what we can do. Steve can hit anything from here, basically. So I've got kind of like my choice of what I want to do over there. This side has maybe more limited options. So I'm going to focus on this for now. I'll probably charge... No, I don't want to charge the pikemen. That's not what you want to do. I think I'll actually do this on them. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Okay. What about... Okay, here's what I could do. Could use behind you and get them to flip around and lower their guard, and then the giant can hit them for bigger damage. I don't really care about this thing. I don't think I can do much about it. I actually probably I can. Let's move you out. And out here, can this hound reach anything useful? It can't do anything else but this on this turn, so I'll probably let it. Although I think I may want to use my Balor's big attack before that. You know what? Let's just... These units are frozen. Let's just have the Balor go out here and start friggin' hitting this guy. And then you can still go there. I think what I'm going to do is use the Harriers to soften that up. Because the Giant can't really do much from back there. Oh, that's Conjure Runestone, not Throw Rock. Yeah, he can't do it. The Giant is not even a concern right now. This thing is, though. So, if I use these birds... Oh, they're still in defense mode. That's why it doesn't matter if I flip them around. Okay, what if I did this? Trying to figure out if I can kill this while still killing that other guy on the same turn. I know I'm going to do that. I also pretty much know I'm going to do this. Steve can kill almost whatever he wants here. I can get this Houndmaster over. That'll do the trick. So just move him over here, shoot him, charge with the Giant, kill him. Although I probably should have just hit him with a range unit, but then again, I don't know if the Giant could have reached that. But then I should have enough firepower over here now to get rid of this thing. There we go. And now the Giant may charge the bird, but if he does, he won't kill it, and it's fine. I don't want to use the cannon here, but I do think this cannon could be useful over here on this side, so I'm going to move it a little bit. And then as for this guy, I probably need to try to pin him in here, don't I? On that note, I probably should have left a dog back to help do that. Well, for now, I'll leave these shield guys here and just kind of on defense next to this thing. And then I'll use those shield guys to also give that thing some extra defense. And then Steve can just shoot whoever he feels like shooting. Probably gonna be that guy there. Yeah, he's got plenty of range. I'm gonna keep Steve's marked handy, because it's not really needed here. So I would have felt really bad if he grazed that. He gets killing momentum, and I can use that and And then I've still got a spell that I can cast. This battle's actually going pretty freaking well. We're going to leave the tank on defense for this turn. The knight, I'm happy with where he's at, but I am going to try to mess up their charge on that right side. You can guard the shield. Okay, let's see if we can... We can't immobilize anything, but maybe I can mess them up in some other way. Seismic shock inflicts slowed. Are they resistant against slowed as well? Astral attunement. Ethereal. Immunity to immobilize, bleeding, disease, and poison, but not slowed, crucially. Okay. I think we're going to hit them with a seismic shock. It also does a decent chunk of physical damage. Okay, yeah, we'll just hit all those melee units there. And it does slow them, indeed, so that gives me more time and more options. Okay, there goes a hound. That's okay. They did take out one of my hound masters. That's not really a big problem. Okay. Kind of bunching up over here a little bit. The Balor's doing great. All right, we've got a nice AoE here. Oh man, the tank's just a little too far away. I thought I had better range than that. Well, I'm still gonna hit them with the cannons pretty hard here, so that's fine. I do the same thing here, except in this case I'll hit a little bit more towards the top side. Soften up those melee guys. That cancels their retaliation. Now I can do this. And honestly, I probably will. Yeah, that's a nice AoE hit right there, so we'll go ahead and use that. That did a crit. That was really nice damage. So their damage output over here is minimal now, with the exception of that guy in the back, which I think Steve might be able to snipe. I'm going to use my sprint to think... I think I'm going to use Steve's sprint to get him, but let's go check on this fire giant over here because he's becoming a problem. Go right here and give you a nice hit in the back, I think. I've got actually a couple options, so I could hit him in the back, and that cancels his retaliation. Now what I want to do is probably use this little guy to spin him around to get some flank attacks on him. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Then you can get a bunch of flanks. Just make sure you're not needed for something else. This thing needs to die. Jormay could go up there and trap this guy so that he can't do anything. The Balor could move. Let's see, 23% chance of being electrified. No, he should be okay to do this. So let's get rid of him. I need to deal with this thing. Probably can't kill the giant on this turn, but if I can kill this thing, that would be good. I'm not really worried about that shield guy. You know, I think I am going to send Jormag up here and just stick him on defense. Either that or fly Jormag around. I don't really want these guys in the back casting spells and hitting stuff, so I think, can you do a direct fire? You could do a direct fire and hurt them pretty badly. Steve could just kill that thing now, though, and then it wouldn't be a problem. I do still have a spell. I think I've got to use Steve to kill those guys. A little bit too perfect of a shot here, I think. See what his other abilities are that he's got for like one-time use. Nah, go ahead and take him out, Steve. That's fine. Just get rid of him. And the shield guys can go here, deal with him. Honestly, probably should have just left him for the Balor. Jormag can then actually just go right here, and it would prevent that thing from doing anything. So I actually don't want to hit him with the direct fire because it would push him out of Jormag's range. Although Jormag does have sprint, so I could still do that. Actually, barrage. Oh wait, hang on. I'm looking at this wrong. Barrage I can still move and use. It's just it fires less. So I'm gonna use the sundering shot and hit this group here with the barrage. Yeah, right here is fine. Alright, Sunder's defense, and then Jormag can just go in and park right here. I actually will probably attack this guy, so he's turned and not facing in a way where he can be flanked, but he's still guarding this guy right here. This person up here can kind of do whatever he wants for a turn, that's fine. Then we're back over here, so I want to just hit this guy with as much damage as I can. It probably won't be enough to kill him, but we can at least make sure he goes down on the next turn. How we looking for you guys? I don't really want to move them up, and I actually think I want to move the crow away, although I could have the crow go eat this guy. And then Steve's still got his one action. I may as well mark something. I haven't really felt the need to so far this battle, but oh, why not? Come so close to killing the giant. So close, but not quite there. Maybe if I use a spell, I could get rid of him now. Crushing Earth actually might do it. Oh, but it can't target him at all. Dang, I just needed the damage from it, not the effect. What else? Blaze of the Horde. That probably, no, he's a fire giant. That's not going to work. Anything else that's a single target? It's a 2 hex radius. 2 marked and distracted. I don't think it'll be enough. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Can make you toss a Crushing Earth this guy's way to keep him from dealing any extra damage to my units. Oh, that's just an instant kill, okay? Alright, well, I guess we're good. We'll just leave the giant to whatever he wants to do. He'll probably attack the other giant. Oh, he went after the gremlin. Okay. Well, you hit my guy with club, I hit you with club. Nope, we do not want to flee. We want to chase these guys down. Let's see, the cannon is going to hit my friendly. I don't want to do that, so... Okay, Jormag, I need you to go after the one that's most likely to get away. Ah, well, this would have been where I need it marked. I wasted it. I actually could use it on this guy here. I think it's fine, though. These guys aren't going to get away. We'll chase this guy down. Jormag can do his thing. And we'll make sure that nobody gets away. I think I could alt fire here and not hit my friendly. Yeah. Yep, there we go. So, just lost a Houndmaster. Totally fine with that, but we do need to get everyone back. Let's see, what's he got over here? Mix of units, nothing super scary right now. I managed to take out the bigger portion of what he had, I think. Now, Steve's army can move far enough to get back to the other side of these guys. I'm going to put the Watcher with Jormag. I want to move these guys. Actually, you know what I could do? These guys have enough unit, they could join that stack on the mountain. And then Steve can move here. And then I've got a 3 stack. So I'm good. I don't need to use the Imperium, I don't think, to expand the city's borders. We can wait. Although the sooner Denver grows, the better. I've got 4 turns of waiting left to do. But I think that was probably a pretty good move there. It also might make them less likely to go try to take that outpost because they know I have an army here that could take it back unless they send something really substantial at it. So, all right, now before I do anything else, this is going to warn me that I'm going over my city cap. That's okay on a short-term basis, but all Imperium, which the next 2 turns, I'll have enough after the next 2 turns to get expanded governance. So it won't be. At most, I might have that debuff for 1 turn, but it's possible it won't actually count against me at all because I should have enough Imperium. I already know where you guys are going, and you, sir, need to get back to the front line. All right. We got more tanks coming. I'm going to really focus in on Dragoons in Vegas for a while. Although, actually, I think another Overseer could be useful. But I want a lot of Dragoons. Because they can get to the front lines really fast. But I do think I need an Overseer out there with Steve's army. I need a healer out there somewhere. Alright, we're still good over here, so just hold ground. Oh, hey, Jormag's got an army coming up from that direction, huh? Okay. How scary is it? Okay, not Jormag, Bazrkan. Bazorkan. He's got a lot of spellbreakers there. Aside from that, it's not too scary, but the fact that the dragon is in the battle is pretty scary. Well, I've got room to back up if I need to, and for now I'm going to move this guy here. Well away from all that crap. Okay, Mage-Lock cannons are working on things, that's fine. A market in Ohio, that's great. Just imagining like a farmer's market. What do I want next here? The Mana Forge, the workshop. The Mana Forge is kind of tempting. When the city grows again, I'm going to grab another forester and then get the estate hall. I might actually take the bathhouse right now, just to keep that city stability high. I can't do the stone walls quickly, can I, at this time? No, I don't think I can. So I'll just do the bathhouse to keep that city's overall income up, just from the happiness. Jormag leveled up. That's good. Let's see what my special upgrade is. He gets summon elemental or summon animal. Both are pretty good. Or summon undead. I could have any of the summons. I tend to like elemental and animal more. I think I'm going to take the animal summon. No, wait, Steve has summon animal, so for variety's sake, let's get an elemental. And then, what do we want for Jormag? I think anything that benefits Jormag's defense or resistance right now is kind of what I want. Although Tail Swipe, there's been a couple times and that would have been really handy. Accelerating Roar, Quicken Breath. I don't think I can actually get any more defenses to his... or any more defense or resistance on him right now, other than like these more basic ones. That's melee and physical ranged attack, so it wouldn't count for my magic attack. I know that you can get some pretty nice bonuses on that breath attack if you go down the arcane tree a little bit. But I think I'm going to give Jormag Tail Swipe, because that's an incredibly useful ability. Especially on a unit that is highly mobile and can fly around. Oh, hey, I forgot to give Jormag their new claw. Okay. I think that... I think Lifesteal might trigger... Yeah, it does. Wait, no, hang on. That's Melee Strike. Does this... No, his Tail Swipe might not do a Lifesteal on anything. That I don't think it will. But that's okay. Okay, well, we got his claw now. The next thing I want is to work on an item, a magic orb item for my my new hero. It's going to be lightning damage. And what can we do to make Blue's life as miserable as possible? Probably inflict wet, because that'll increase the damage that I do to him, and it's got a pretty high chance to trigger. Taunted, slowed, poisoned, distracted. Probably inflict distracted, because that will make things easier for my other units to kill, but let's hold off on that for a minute. Hero Slayer is a tempting one too. Frenzy is really good. But I think I want crit chance, because here's what I was talking about with the comments, and let me open those back up for a second because I want to give proper credit. This was from Queen Wormline. If you do a magic-based hero, you could get Gilded Magic, which has a chance to turn things to gold when you do critical damage. So I could also have the chance to gild something, basically. I think I'm going to take the crit chance on it. And then I'll take whatever else I can grab. So, let's see, there's weakened, slowed, poisoned, probably distracted, I think is the only one that's really standing out here. There is the condemned option, but the base attacks have a 90% chance of inflicting condemned. That makes less status resistance as well. But I'm already going to be bypassing some status resistance, and wet has a 90% base chance to trigger, so I think that might be a little overkill. I think I would rather take distracted, especially since distracted, if it triggers on the first shot, the follow-ups will be more likely to occur, so yeah. And we're going to call this, why is it called the Damp Orb? That's not even a water-based attack, although I guess there isn't really water damage in this game. We'll just call it the Lightning Orb, because I'm super creative. And then we gotta break enough stuff to make room for this. Definitely don't want to break the Crown of Ruin. Probably don't want to break my helmet either, because I don't have a lot of those. We will disenchant the horse mount. I think that ring isn't very useful based on what I'm currently fighting. I'm gonna disenchant one of my mage lock rifles. Let's see, this is a pretty nice shield. I need to see if anyone can use that, because I think I do have somebody who's... Wait, no, I don't think I have a... Did I turn Kevin into a shield-based fighter? Maybe I did. I need to check that. So I'll hang on to those shields for a minute here. The Huntsman's Great Axe gives Whirlwind Strike. I'm probably not going to use that, and it's worth 120, so we'll get rid of that. The Satirical Orb versus the Cosmic Orb. I'm not really sure what's special about either of these. The Satirical Orb can inflict despair. This one, I think, just does more... Oh, it gives you... Well, no, Quick Stab is something that comes with all orbs. Why is this one a tier 3? I mean, it does more damage, but it doesn't have any special effect to it. I don't think that's really worth... Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of the Cosmic Orb and the Satirical Orb both. I'm making a better orb anyway, so... But that one gave me enough, so we'll take that for now. Yeah, let's forge that. Okay, so that'll hopefully be ready by the time my new hero comes along. Where are we at now with the summons? So we're halfway to the next Watcher. That's fine. Jormag's Claw is done. We've already taken care of that, although I should have before that battle rather than after. Infestation is sending invading forces. That is coming. Oh, hey! That's where the Dragon's Lair is. They came out of that cave entrance. Okay. Well, that's going to be a nuisance because... Okay, I might have to wait for those dragons to show up and kill them again before I can launch the siege on yellow. Because I don't think I can leave a strong enough army here to defend against it. These guys have business elsewhere. They need to be extras on the western front, so... we'll see. I think it's going to be a minute before I can invade Father's Rest anyway, because I really feel like I need this before I can do that. I need Resourceful Vigor for the extra regeneration while I'm holding still, basically. Because I won't have any other way to heal in enemy territory. So, plus yellow's not... I can hold the ground against yellow just fine for now. It's normally better to do a big counterattack after they try to attack you, and then try to invade them. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I think this army will be stationary for a little bit. Which kind of means it wasn't so bad that I sent Dave all the way back on a wild goose chase to found that city. Because I don't think they're going to be moving on anytime soon anyway. Although I can get pretty close to the city. And I can get back and forth quickly because I've got a road through here in my territory. So, you know, maybe I can afford to be a little pushy. Or at least to try to lure yellow into doing something dumb. That's probably going to be the story on this front over here, is trying to trick yellow into doing something dumb. Now, if you look over here, Bazarkan cities aren't nearly as scary on the defense. Oh, he just got another phase beast. Crap. This is a problem, though. That is a pretty big problem. Boy. Sorry if you hear my phone's text messages going off. It's kind of blowing up. I think one of my friends is probably texting me. And he might want to play Age of Wonders. What do we got here? Trading knowledge for an overseer. But I lose mana and get a bunch of draft. I don't need that either. I'm just going to ignore that event. I don't think either of those are worth it. Okay, so I can't get back in the safety of my walls right now. How far can these guys move? Far enough. Gosh, I think I'm going to end up in a fight with them on the next turn, whether I want to or not. Unless I go that way, in which case I'm essentially running away from them, which might be the right play. I really would like to get behind some walls here, because they could siege down Denver real quick. Once again, I find myself considering purchasing territory near Denver. Gosh, I have really opened the floodgates here with this guy, haven't I? We might just have to do another ugly battle with Jormag. Or with Bazarkan. I kind of keep calling him Jormag. The two dragons look similar enough that it's confusing me. Oh, how far away is the next cannon? He can't quite make it into the city on this turn. I can move him up as far as I can. There's not really any downside to doing that as far as I know. Yeah, once again, I find myself really wanting to spend Imperium on this, but I just can't afford it right now. I need it for my new city. Crap, crap, crap. See, if I go there, he can hit me with his whole army. I mean, the other option is for me to push him too. To just get up in his face and attack his city. Maybe that changes his AI and he comes after me. But that's a pretty big gamble. because he could totally just wipe Denver off the map. Hang on, by the way, in Denver, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Actually, that doesn't really matter. I was going to buy it if it was anything under 10, but you don't need to. Otherwise, I don't think it's worth it otherwise. Denver's already in decent shape there. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do here. Jormag's kind of cut me, or Bozarkan's kind of cut me off, and I don't really want to fight him. The one advantage I have here is that his army's a little beat up, and they're not going to heal in that territory. In fact, Bozarkan himself is pretty beat up, and that could work to my advantage. Having 41 health instead of 115 is a pretty big deal. So I don't think I should be as scared of him as I'm acting. I think I'm going to just move back here, and he can either do one of two things. He can go after Denver, in which case I'll have a turn of healing and then can counterattack. Or he can go after me, in which case we have a decently tough fight that I should win. So I think that's the play, is to just go here, and this also puts me far enough away from this stuff over here that it can't jump in and try to help out. So that's good for me for now. Gosh, do we need reinforcements over here, though. This guy is insane. Let's see. As for this guy, well, we already know there's a threat over here, so I'll move him over in this direction to watch for threats coming from this direction. And I've got Dragoons coming as fast as they can. They at least have a good road network connection as well as backup tanks. And you guys, you stay here. I want extras around here, so they stay. And you guys come as fast as you can to save the day, please. Alright. I can put this guy back in charge of his army. That should help with unit upkeep quite a bit. Let's move that mage lock back. And we've got Dave back. And Kevin. Did we make... No, we gave Kevin that great axe with Consume Chaos. Yeah, that's fine for him for the time being. Yeah, we'll leave Kevin the way he is. We do have another ring I can give out, though. Sure, why not? We'll give him a cleansing ring. Whatever. That's going to tell me about the new crown, but that's being saved for somebody else. Oh, I could have gotten rid of that other crown, because everybody does have a piece of headgear. Well, everybody that can wear one anyway. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll try to remember that later. Alright, do I want to try to get a little pushy over here and just see... Let's wait a turn. Let's wait and see if I get those walls up before I do anything over here. For now, stay behind my walls here and see if yellow tries to maybe take the bait and go after that. I do have another summon ready. Who's somebody fast that I don't need here? Like a Harrier, probably. Okay, you get out of here, and I'm going to add a... make sure it's ready. Yeah, Summon Watcher's ready. So I can get rid of a Harrier here and add a Watcher to Jormag's army. Hang on, me. Anyone who has a tier 2, you know, we'll drop the Houndmaster here in Steve's army. And we'll give Steve that Watcher. Apologies if you hear any cars driving by on the road outside my house. I have my apartment windows open right now because it's a nice day. And I don't want to turn the AC on yet. But some people really like to gun their engines on the road nearby, so... Alright. Gold Golem is ready. I just can't afford to build any yet, unfortunately, because I need Imperium for 100,000 different things. But I did get Gilding Mass, I think. Gilding Blast. I had that locked. Also, Scry Enemy just showed up again. Meteor Shower. That one. That one's it targets random enemies. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think I'm gonna lock Scry Enemy. Tell you what, I'll lock Gilding Blast and get Scry Enemy now. I think. Yeah. I've kind of wanted Scry Enemy for a while, and it can be researched very quickly. How much? I got 2 research cycles left. Okay. Vegas could use a monolith, I think. Yeah, let's grab that. Stronger mana income is useful right now because I'm going to start spending a lot of it on Watchers. In fact, I'll be constantly casting spells for the foreseeable future. I'll have another Watcher queued up and ready to go. And we don't need that. I do want to check and see what new Empire development skill. Okay, we did get Resourceful Vigor. I just can't afford to use it yet, so we'll have to wait. As tempting as it is, I just need Imperium for like 100 billion different things right now. Alright, let's see what Jormag does. I kind of hope he attacks me. But if he tries to siege Denver, that's just as fine. Okay, he's kind of cautiously advancing. I think this is actually the best case scenario. Because now I can get another tier 4 unit in here. And I've also had a chance to heal a bit, so... And he's still got injured units. This is probably the best case scenario. I think we can punish him here pretty bad. Alright. So what I need to do is get this guy in with one of the good armies. Also, they never did take that outpost, so I'm going to start upgrading that to stone walls. They don't have any heroes in the area to take that, so... Well, that paid off. Just a Hail Mary move. But yeah, the AI never decided to just send a unit over there and stop me. Not going to complain. We'll take the stone walls, and I'll get a watchtower later if I can manage it. Alright, I think it's time for another clash with the magical dragon. Who do I need to drop from this group? Does Steve have an ironclad with him? He does not. But it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll put one with him. Here's what I'll do. Jormag, what do you have with your group? Tier 3 wise. You got a knight, you got the watcher, you got the cannon. Steve's got fire giant. What I will do is drop the fire giant from Steve's group and put it with Jormag, I think. And Jormag's going to take point here. He's got that fast knight unit, so he can. We'll drop the shield from Jormag's group. Add the fire giant there. I kind of want Jormag taking point because he's got all that extra vision range. I can move Jormag here. I can move Steve here. I can move this guy in with Steve to cut down on unit upkeep. And then these guys, I probably want the tier 2 shield with them, so I'll leave him with that group there. And then we will drop, we'll keep the mage locks and probably drop the Harrier and keep the pikemen, I think. You are an extra, congratulations. Let's do this. I think I've got pretty good odds here. It does say risky battle. Which is probably because this guy's in the fight. I want to review his abilities again. Hopefully I can kill him quickly. He can adapt. Yeah, he's got a free action with a 1-turn cooldown that lets him cast an additional spell on his turn and gets 20 casting points to combat. If I can knock him out, then gosh, this guy is like priority target number 1. It's ethereal. Oh wait, hang on. He gets a bigger breath attack. Okay. Pass-throughs or anything else that stands out to me? No, it's mostly just his ability to. He's got astral aspect, so his chance to do crit damage stacks over time. His breath attack can stun things, and he's got that, which lets him cast extra spells. Okay. So I need to really try to kill him. I think I can do this. Let's see what the auto says. But he's in my backyard now. Oh, crap. All right, well, here we go again. Oh, boy. Always a fun time with this. What is happening over here? Whoa. Ah, crap. I should have seen that coming. They just healed him all the way. It took them almost nothing to do it. Okay, well, let's see. They're a little soft on this side over here, but I got stunned on this side too. He did that stupid opening move again. Messed me up. I'm thinking... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Summon an elemental, just throw it in the middle, and try to lure as much down in that central pathway as I can. Then freeze as much as I can with Jormag and blow it to smithereens with the ironclads. It's a simple plan, but sometimes the simple plans are the best. The problem is the Balor can't get over there to really take advantage of that. Not on this turn anyway, so I may want to wait a turn, but I actually don't want to wait too long because he's got a massive spell casting advantage over me and could do a ton of damage if I don't put some pressure on him. Let's see, all his spell breakers are out on that left side, or most of them are anyway. There's a few in the center. So I probably need a way to chase them down. I think having the Hound over there is probably good for that. They're not really that scary until they get within range to do that Star Purge attack, which can mess you up pretty good. But aside from that, as long as they're a little bit out of range, I should be okay. I think what I'm going to do is use the Mage Locks over here against them. My Mage Locks should have some extra range and should be able to outshoot those guys if they get close enough to me. In fact, I'll put these Mage Locks here. I'll put... Wait, hang on. That was a Hound Master, not a Mage Lock. So you actually go here. Oh, they can't move that far anyway. I want to get the Mage Locks closer to the center of the battlefield if I can, so I'll do this. Put the Hound there. That kind of blocks off that side at least. And I can put this bird here and defend it with him. I think that side's fine. Now, if I can just draw the enemies into coming into the center here, I think I'll be in pretty good shape. Or as good of shape as I can be. The Fire Giant is going to throw this right up here, I think. And we'll go ahead and use Jormag's summon on this turn, because I don't want to wait too long. And just put him kind of here. And maybe we can draw stuff to get close to that. He can also sort of protect this cannon. the tank. The cannon can actually sit fairly far behind everything else. Not too far behind, but maybe like there. And I'll get this guy over here. They're all stunned, so they can't move anyway. So we're just gonna have to see what he does at this point, I think. But he may charge here. He might try to close the distance. We'll see. Anything else I can do? No, I think the cannon's fine where it's at. I think that thing's fine where it's at. Elemental, everybody looks okay. The gremlins can move. I didn't know that. Although there's not really anywhere for them to go. I guess I'll just move them there. So it's less likely they get caught in an AoE. I think I'm good. He's getting star blades all over the place. Just realized I need to turn the combat speed down. Okay, they kind of walked right into that trap over there. So I'm happy with what happened on the left side. Steve just took a decent chunk of damage. They are really going for that Watcher. That's not the end of the world. I can just summon more. Okay. Before I continue, let me adjust. This gives you an idea of how often I play this with my friends. I have to do this every episode because I always forget, but I need to go into main and turn the force fast combat animations off. I always turn that on when I play with my friends, and it always makes it difficult for you guys to see what's happening, I think, or I assume. Now the Balor, can you move and get a big hit in that middle area? Because that would be really nice. More useful than this side, I think. That thing refuged, I think. Oh wait, no, hang on. It didn't. That is not refuged. Wait, how is it not refuged? How did it get back there if it didn't refuge? I don't know how that got there. It does have astral membrane, so that's like something I don't want to cause trouble, but oh, I need my gremlin to turn that around, I think. Where are you? Oh, it went after the gremlin, but because the gremlin got moved, so it got hit by something. So what I think I want to do is mark target, then turn it around with a gremlin and just blow it away with Steve, and then have Steve either heal himself or the tank. I think that's the right move here. So yeah, you go back to safety. Steve, you mark target, because we're going to make sure we kill this thing. Gremlin spins him around. And Steve should be able to get a flank attack here and kill it. Yep. That triggers killing momentum, so Steve can then heal either himself or a friend. Depends on how much danger I think Steve's in. I can't afford to lose Steve, so I'm probably going to have him heal himself. I don't want to have that downtime. Okay, Jormag can get a pretty big hit in here with its breath attack, but I don't think it's got quite the angle that I want. This thing's kind of in the way. I might end up breaking my own thing here. How many spaces forward does that go? I always have to look. It goes 3 spaces forward. How far can you move? Could crisscross and kill a bunch of stuff here, I think. That's just a vampire spider hatchling. That's not very scary. Yeah, you know what? Hide in the foliage there. Maybe And he can't really do much from here, but maybe I can remove fortune from that guy. Okay. We'll probably do the sundering shot with this guy and target, target these guys. Ooh, that was big damage there. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to crisscross these guys with as many AoEs as I can. I'm probably also going to use Sundering Shot here. And blast them right there. Then I think what I'm going to do is move Jormag up to here and use his AoE. And then probably... Actually, I want the Balor to use his AoE first, I think. Yeah, that would hit all of them. And the Balor would then be able to get up here on the next turn to cause more trouble. But I need to do this first because Jormag will get caught in it otherwise. So yeah, let's do this. That's more Sundered Defense. Can take out a pretty big chunk of health with this guy. I think I may as well do that at this point, although I might try to stun him so he can't heal anything or do anything. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to move Jormag up here and do a big old breath attack. See what I can land a freeze on. Ooh, I got a triple freeze there. Nice. And then with this guy, I think I'm just going to attack. He's got a limited lifespan, so let's just wear the enemy down. This thing can knock out one of those. And my giant can't really do anything because I sort of blocked him in, didn't I? Okay, well, let's see what we can do over here. I think these guys are in a bit of trouble. I want to focus on the... Not those guys. I want to focus on the Spellbreakers. They're the most dangerous thing over here. But I do have a Pikeman, and I got some other guys that can mess him up a bit, so... Probably want to try to sunder his defense first. And then probably mark him and make him easier to hit. Yeah, I need to smash some stuff up over there. How do I want to do this? These guys have guided projectiles, right? Yeah, so really the only thing that I need to worry about with them is their range. What I think I'm going to do is designate target on this guy for 2 stacks of marked and distracted to make him a little easier to hit. Then I can hit him with the dog to make him even easier to hit. Then I can shoot him for pretty big damage. And I could either shoot him again and kill him or go after a different one. I think I'm going to use the Houndmaster to try to finish him off, because he's distracted, so he should be pretty easy to hit. So instead what I'm going to do is move this guy up here. Move the Houndmaster here. That should can't finish him yet. It will. So he's dead. Then I can use this guy to shoot it. Well, do I want to shoot at him or do I want to shoot more into this group here? Because these guys are about to get charged pretty hard. I probably want to mess up the Spellbreaker more. Although if I hit this guy, he won't be able to do as much damage. You know what? I'm going to shoot him instead. It's 90%. I'll take the better odds. Then what I can do is I can move this shield guy here and go on defense. And then move the bird here. That bird's going to eat the majority of the damage coming in here, but that's fine. And then I'm going to leave these guys on defense just to try to force this person to move on this turn so he can't do his AoE. They do still have a Spellbreaker over there. He's a bit damaged, but he can do a decently sized hit right in the middle of all that. I don't think I can really stop that. Unless I maybe put the carry-on bird over there. No, it's too late. I've already put him on defense. And they would have just killed him anyway. Not sure what to do with my giant. I guess I'll start moving my giant this way, because I think this side's a little weak over here. And I think I'm doing okay over here. Oh, I got a charge attack from this guy that I can use. Okay. Yeah, you know, why not? We'll start getting around on this side and flanking. Any damage we can do to their morale is probably worth it. Okay, I kind of knew that was coming. Okay, there goes one of my watchers. That's okay. Look at all these buffs he's getting. This is scary. All that cascading power, and I think the random lightning strikes is just not good. Alright, I managed to take out another one. There goes an ironclad. Any battle against this guy is just going to be messy, I think, no matter what. Okay, they are going to finish off that bird, like I was thinking. Alright, they've done a lot of damage, but I think I'm doing more. And Bazarkan's getting into it. Okay, we're going to have to do something about that. We're going to have to pin him down so he can't use his breath attack. Because he's got a freaking scary dragon breath attack. Yeah, we do not want to let that go off anywhere. All I gotta do is get a unit next to him, though, and that should prevent him from using it as long as they don't kill the unit that is next to him. Alright, let's see here. Let's try to figure out how I can most quickly kill all this crap in the middle so that I can close the distance and get to Bazarkan. I think that's by far the most important thing here, is closing that distance. My cannon can kill... My cannon can mess up those guys there, that battle mage unit, Arcanist. This guy is kind of in the way, blocking a few things from getting to him, though. I think I'm going to free up... So I think I'm going to free up Jormag, so that Jormag has more ability to get back there, and maybe just sit on defense. I kind of want to tail swipe those two, but I need to get rid of this guy before I can confidently do that. This side of the battle is getting really ugly. I need to get rid of these dang... I need to get rid of this guy, because he's still got his big magic attack. Just trying to decide if I feel the need to distract him with designate target or not. Let's see. I don't think I really do. I will get rid of his bolstered defense, and the dog can mark him. I also landed a crit, which is nice. So now I've got a 75% chance. You know what? I think I'm going to do it, because I really need him to just go down so that I can focus on some other things over here. So we can move here and stab him to death. There we go. And then I can shoot basically whoever I want with this guy. Probably want to shoot something that I can do damage to, or I could just kill. I'll just take this guy out. And then I can put this guy here on defense. I could actually use this poison spray thing. Okay, so he's probably going to die, but that's okay. Oh, these guys can flip something around. I still got them back here. Okay, that's good. Steve can get a good shot off on that guy, although I think I might want to take a shot at him instead. The hero. Well, we kill the people, we close the distance to the heroes. That's fine too. Are those heroes both ranged attackers? No, one of them is a charge attacker, which means I probably want to charge him before he charges me. Let me see if this thing can shoot that spider off the tank. Okay. Then the tank's got options for like direct fire and stuff. I still need to clear out stuffing in the middle here. I could maybe clear a path for the giant if I hit this with the tank. That would kill it. And that would let the giant close some distance. Volcanic Smash doesn't really help me a lot here. But it doesn't solve the problem of that guy. Which I might be able to solve the problem of this guy if I move the Balor up and then move the tank up. I'm thinking about putting the Balor up here just on defense to get him in a better spot. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the Balor up here. He's got plenty of health. And he can just sit on defense, and it prevents that guy from really doing anything other than... I think he can still heal something. Oh no, he can't even heal anything. Okay. I'm just going to have the Balor sit up there for this turn. And then this tank can come over here. Direct fire this guy. I'm going to use the gremlin to turn this little guy around. I want to make sure this attack lands, so let's move him up a little closer. I'll take a 90. That turns him around. That lets the giant kill him. This thing can shoot this guy and push him back. Also takes an attack away from him. And then Jormag can move up here and tail swipe. Hitting both of these things. Now, how much damage is he going to do to Jormag back? Maybe Jormag should just defend here. I might actually do that, because the point of moving Jormag up isn't so much to dish out damage as it is to force him to move. So I think leaving Jormag on defense is probably safer. There's enough other things that might be able to hit Jormag and do damage that it gives me cause for concern there, so I'll be patient with it. Now, for Steve, do we want to move up? Or should I try to take this shot from back here? I think I'm going to try to take the shot from back here. I do have his sprint, though. I don't want this guy closing the gap and getting close to Steve. I could sprint and get a better chance of hitting. But if the enemy charges Steve, then I'm probably going to want that sprint to take a step away and still fire. I don't want to take that charge because, yeah, you know what? We'll play more defensively on this side. I will take this guy and move him here. For some reason, this guy can't move very far, so I think I feel okay doing this. And then Steve can just take this shot. Ah, crap, I did graze. Alright, well. Not the end of the world. Annoying, but it'll be alright. That lightning storm that's doing damage to me is is a problem, though. I really need that dragon to die. Ah, so much lightning. This guy is terrifying. What did he just do? Was he able to do that even though I was in his face? No? He did something else. Okay. Oh, that thing just phased right up to me. Okay, well, at least Steve can sprint away and still shoot. That's a problem, though. Oh, I have so many problems right now. Okay, the cannon is not quite dead, but I think they're going to finish it. Yep, okay. This is starting to look bad. This is starting to look really bad. And it's mostly these stacking things over here that are the big problem. I wonder if those would go away if I killed him. If I killed Bazirkan. Definitely don't want to lose that Balor here. This could end up being one of the most decisive battles of the series. Okay. I have to kill this guy. I think I need to put everything that I've got into killing that guy. Now, Jormag can't do a lot on its own here, but I think... Chaos Brand is kind of a long range. It's a short range attack. What I think I need to do is use Designate Target on this guy to mark and distract him so that Jormag can do more damage. But I need to make sure that I have enough follow-up damage to actually finish the job. And I'm not sure that I do. I don't think that I have enough units that can hit him. The tank can move and shoot. So there's that. What direction are these guys facing? They are facing, I think, that tile there. So I could move the tank here and shoot this guy. Although I would want to do that afterwards. The giant got stunned. Yeah, if I don't kill him, I lose this battle. If I don't kill him on this turn, I think I lose this battle. Oh, gosh. This is bad. This is really bad. Even if I do kill him, it's still going to be a tough slog. Ozmay just can't do anything. It can push a unit away, but it doesn't solve the problem of that guy being there. I need to very carefully look at every spell that I have. What does Jormag's Claw do? It can also distract an enemy, but I'm thinking about doing that anyway. It does give me some lifesteal, so at least Jormag will get a little life back from it. Steve can still sprint. He's going to have to do that to kill this thing, although it's not going to kill it. It's just going to buy him some time. Okay. Pinning barrage, marks targets, suppressing barrage, suffers 10 physical damage, has a 30% chance of being immobilized. Blaze of the Horde. That doesn't really help me a lot. I think the distracting would lead to more damage. Or designate target, I think, would lead to more damage. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think we have to designate target on Bazirkan. That's the only way that this guy dies. Possibly. By distracting him, I can do quite a bit more damage with Jormag. It's not going to be enough on its own, but I'm hoping that what I can do is... I've still got Chaos Brand with the Balor. if I can shoot this guy, I attack. So what I would do is I would attack with Jormag first, do as much damage as I can, then move the tank up and shoot him and push him backwards, which actually could end up being bad, but no matter what happens, this is going to be bad if I lose this here, so... Oh, man. Alright, we just gotta go for it. Okay. Jormag got a little life back. Then what I do, I think, move the tank here and get the direct fire off. That flanks him and pushes him back. I don't think this is going to be enough damage. It's 22 and 22. Yeah, I'm not going to kill him. The gremlins can't do anything. Steve's back here can't do anything. This guy's too far away. What if the tank moved? No, because this guy's in the way over there. I would like to shoot him back towards me. Like, if I could push him in the right direction, maybe I could do something, but no, I don't think it's going to matter. Could give him incendiary shot or shrapnel shot. That inflicts bleeding, inflicts fire damage. Probably want to inflict bleeding on him. Any debuff. Gosh, I hope I'm not missing something here. So I'm gonna feel bad if I am. But I just don't have any... If I could, like, free this guy up somehow, it might give him the extra damage he needs to actually pull this off, but I don't think I can. Because I can cancel his retaliation, but I'm still standing in this guy's zone of control, and the gremlin can't spin anyone around because he got stunned. Which is what I would have done. The fact that both of these units got stunned here is really killing me, because if the giant could move or the gremlin could move, I think I could do this, but neither of them can. I think I gotta just use the dog to harass this thing back here to force it to move. I have to start planning for just doing as best as I can in the aftermath of all this, so at least I landed a crit. We're gonna use drive back on these guys. And, oh wait, I could do this. Hang on. Maybe should have done this earlier, but I could move here and at least mark Jormag. To make that 100% shot. We'll go ahead and use shrapnel shot to get the bleed effect. Immune to bleeding. Okay, well, cool. And then just got to get the Balor over there, and I mean, the Balor's just gonna have to take a hit from this guy, which is going to suck. I think I'm going to lose him on this fight. Unless there's some way I can get to him, which there technically is. If this guy wasn't here, I could cancel his retaliation with the knight, but that guy's in the way. Oh, they have just such the perfect setup here. And even if Steve, it wouldn't matter if Steve breaks their guard or does anything to them, because... Well, hang on. This deals damage to target and heals you the same amount as damage dealt. That doesn't really help me. There may be one chance, but I need a lot of things to go right for me. these things are facing this way, right? If Steve sprints and goes here, then he's not under enemy zone of control. So Steve sprints and moves here. He can then he can shoot this thing and kill it, right? Is that, what's the odds of that? 100%? Then I can get to this guy. I'm just going to do the heavy charge strike. I don't know if it really matters in this case, but I can at least cancel his retaliation so the Balor doesn't take a hit here. Then I'm going to use the Balor to once again pin him, right? And then do this. This will send him into a berserk state. Which, hang on. Berserk is uncontrollable, always attacks the closest enemy target, which in this case would be the Balor, and that might be bad. If no enemy is in range, it'll attack allies. Is immune to morale effects, damage penalties from casualties are negated. Okay, well... What if I did it to this guy instead and turned him into a fiend? Since I can't kill him on this turn anyway, if I use Chaos Brand on him, he becomes a fiend under my control. Then he can also put pressure on the dragon. It's not going to matter though, the spells are going to end me. Okay, Steve. Oh wait, hang on. Steve can use Draining Blade here. Which doesn't really do much, does it? Well, it's better than nothing. Gives him a little healing. And it stunned him. Alright. Oh, I don't think he'll end the battle on this turn, but he's going to come close enough, I think, that it'll be an unrecoverable amount of damage. There goes my tank. Giant's getting fried. This could come down to just Jormag and the... oh, he just ate the dog and got health from it too. Crap. Okay, I need Steve to not die. Because I may need to do the big attack or designate target on this guy again. Leave my Balrog alone, no crits. Crits are bad. Okay, Steve's alive, which means I can still cast spells. Oh my dear gosh. Okay, I can kill the dragon on this turn now. The problem is that everything else can kill me. I am down to 3 units now. It's just Steve, the Balrog, and the dragon. I don't know if this is possible at this point. I can't really do anything about that guy, can I? I guess I do technically have a 4th unit there, but he's basically out of the game at this point. I think what I'm gonna do is just straight up attack the dragon here. But try to move the Balrog. Oh, hang on, I can't move the Balrog. I keep calling it a Balrog. It's not, it's a Balor, but I'm a Lord of the Rings nerd, so I can't help myself. The fact that Steve is stunned here is extremely annoying. Although I've already used a sprint anyway, so it's not like he can do much. So my thinking here is that I need to start slowing down this guy's other units, or maybe try to knock something out with Crushing Earth if there's anything crucial. The other thing is like using Seismic Shock to inflict slow on stuff. Jormag has lifesteal, so he could actually hang in for quite a while. Infectious Insanity might also turn the tide. Pinning Barrage is... okay. I think the slowing effect, because I can't immobilize anything. So Seismic Shock is probably the only big AoE spell that is useful. What does Disrupted do? Unit enchantments are temporarily disabled. That doesn't really help me out a lot here. Mental Mark would give marked and sundered resistance, which also doesn't really help me out here a lot. I'm trying to... more or less what I want to do right now is figure out a way to get that Balor out of here alive. But he's already about to retreat anyway from low morale. And could fumble. Jormag won't fumble, but he could. And that would be a problem. I think slowing down these units over here to buy more time for my units in the middle might be good. This guy is going to die if he moves. I wish I could do something about that, but I can't. The Gremlin died on this turn. Steve can't move. It's literally all Jormag and the Balor. There's nothing else I can do. If the Balor messes up here and fumbles, I think I need to open up with his attack first. Unfortunately, I don't really want to, because he's not the one I want to take that retaliatory swipe. I think that designate target is the only thing here that makes sense. Because... so if the Balor opens up, the Balor takes an attack of retaliation for 12 damage. I'm worried that this guy, how far can he move? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's on foot, so he can move 1, 2, 3. He actually can't reach the Balor on this turn unless he sprints, which she probably would sprint. So I do have to assume the Balor will take that hit, and the Balor can't attack without getting counterattacked. But if I attack with Jormag first and then the Balor fumbles, this guy does not die, and then the battle is absolutely over. So I think I have to use my last spell to designate target again. And just kind of go for it as hard as I can. Even if the Balor... wait, hang on. Jormag still got sprint. That might make the difference here. I want Jormag to move to this tile, I think. The question is, do I sprint first to get the third hit? I think I do, because if I do, the Balor could move away. Oh, it's just not enough damage. It's just barely not enough damage, but I will eat up his retaliations, which allows the Balor to move to a better spot, specifically out of range, even if that person does sprint. And the Balor is absolutely going to kill this guy. So, oh no. Oh, it didn't get rid of, crap, it didn't get rid of that. I was hoping that would go away, because it originates from him. But no, it didn't. Okay, we can at least get the Inferno Puppy over here and harass that hero a little bit, but I think the battle's over now. Can you do that? It's a 0% chance to hit, so I guess just defend. Eat up time. I may have to retreat the Balor manually. I'll take the 50-50 and hope it gets away. I'll probably have to do the same with Jormag and pretty much all of my heroes. Except for Steve, he's just dead. Yep, we gotta run. Jormag might not even have the option. Yeah, Jormag's dead. All I can do is try to run with the Balor and hope that he can make it out alive. Jormag is very much not going to make it. And Steve just died. All right, buddy. Try to get out of here. Well, I'll roll the 50-50 on you. I hate to do this, but Jormag takes that hit. That hit won't kill Jormag, but any follow-up hits will. I can spend the mana to get Jormag. No, I can't, because I'm going to lose this battle. Jormag's going to go into the enemy's crypt. Oh, that's bad. That's pretty bad. I can at least take out one more unit if Jormag goes down swinging. What about you? What if you used his retaliation? Then Jormag doesn't take that hit. Now, Jormag probably still will get killed here, but maybe there's a chance. Just maybe there's a chance. Come on. Come on, you can hold. No, it's all this crap will still hit me. Yeah, no, Jormag's dead. Yeah. The Balor probably is too. Oh, come on, buddy. You could hang in there. Ah! Run! No, Jormag had the Ankh of the Phoenix. He came back. But he still can't get out. But he might have enough health. Maybe he has enough. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is so down to the wire. He's so close. It's right there. I'm losing my mind over this fight. Okay, Balor, I mean, there's no choice. We just have to try. I don't know if he died or not, but we just have to try. All that lightning is gonna hit Jormag. I think he just dies. Yeah, he just dies. Okay. The Balor got away, which is good because I had no way of getting him back. But unfortunately, Jormag has fallen. Fortunately, Bazarkan went down too, but I didn't manage to get either of their heroes. And that whole entire Western army is defeated. Bad news today in the IRS. But we will rebuild. This isn't over yet. So, oh, hang on. I'm already getting that debuff for the being over the city cap. Oh, wait, because the city just found it on this turn. Hang on. So, yeah, I just need to go in here and do this. Okay. Well, not exactly a great way to finish off the episode, but I can now recruit another hero. I don't have Jormag in my crypt, so his time is done, and we have to get somebody new onto the battlefield. Very sad. Very, very sad. Wait, hang on. Oh, he's captured by Bazarkan the Arcanist. Yeah, so Jormag's technically not dead, but he could be recruited to work against me, in which case I could try to recapture him. Alright, well, let's get a new hero out, because I was going to recruit a new one anyway, so... And I think it was going to be this Astral Adept person here. Yeah, we'll recruit them. They actually have a sword that I think Kevin might have some use for. But I don't know, I might leave Kevin with the Chaos brand setup that he currently has. We'll see how I'm feeling. But you You are going to work for me, and I will put you as governor. What's your name? Which I'm going to have to fix. Zahara the Disciplined. So you're going to be governor of the new city that I just made. Congratulations. Why is the city so mad? Because Steve is dead, and what's Mark of the Owl? I have no idea what that's coming from. Is it mad because it's on, like, desolate terrain? Does that have an effect on it? I mean, like, Steve being dead, sure, I get it, but I have no idea what Mark of the Owl is or where it originates from. Do my other cities have that debuff, or is it just that one? No, it's just that one. Also, Ohio doesn't have a governor. Oh, well, it's because I'm down a hero. I have no idea what's causing that debuff. That's strange. Well, I can build a tavern to try to... No, wait, I can't build a tavern. Yeah, you guys will have to let me know what that Mark of the Owl thing is, because I honestly don't know. The only thing I can think of is maybe I need to turn this into sand, like maybe they don't like the desolate terrain. But, I can't do that because Steve is in the void, so... unfortunate. Let's respec my hero a little bit here. Okay, so I know I'm going to want... Actually, hang on. We just need to go in here and completely reset their skills. You're going to be a magic user. What would be useful for someone who's using magic? Frostfire Detonation, maybe? Although I just don't think it does enough damage. Although it could crit. It would be an AoE that could crit, and if I do the Gilded Magic, which is here, I think it's in here somewhere. Gilded Magic. Critical hits with magic attack inflict Gilded for 1 turn. Okay. If I pair that with an AoE, that might be one of the useful uses for Frostfire Detonation. I just don't think Frostfire Detonation is that much damage. Although, oh wait, that's a 2 hex radius, not 1. Okay, I misread that. I'll take that. That seems reasonable for this person. I'm gonna want Magecraft. I'm gonna want... probably Lightning Evocation. Or Channel Power. I like Channel Power a lot. I'll get Magecraft again. Precognition, probably. Also Distant Evocation. Precognition. And maybe Arcane Strength. Just go all in on the... We're going to make this person a... This person's whole point is to kill Blue's units. They don't need to be a good army leader. They need to dish out damage. Satirical Orb's fine for now. Definitely want to give you the Crown of Ruin. We can give you the Evoker's Robes. Ooh, I forgot I even had those. Okay. This person's shaping up to do a crap ton of damage. Probably need to get him a ring or something. Maybe a flanker ring. I might make one of those. But yeah, this, and then we can get him a mount. We'll get him the Nightmare mount. You know, why not? It doesn't really actually benefit them much, but actually I don't think it really benefits them at all. Hang on, let me look. At the end of this turn, adjacent enemy units, and also more morale penalties for killing an enemy is useful. Okay, I'm fine with that. I was thinking if Kevin possibly becomes a mounted, like, melee shield unit, then maybe, but I think I'm going to leave Kevin with his axe for now. Okay, this person's shaping up pretty well. There's just one problem. If we leave them with the pirate hat, we're going to confuse them with Kevin, so... Sure, actually, you look fine without a helmet, so. And, those weird glowy eyes. Also, we have to change this, so. Lady. I don't know. What department haven't we covered yet? How about, we'll just call her Sam. And from, we have human resources, right? What are we missing? What division of a company are we missing? We've got human resources, we got marketing, we've got, you know what? We don't have anyone from fiscal, even though I feel like that's kind of accounting. We can change it later if you guys have a better idea. So this is Sam from fiscal. Accept changes, yeah. Okay. Well, didn't really want to end the episode on such a kind of downer note, but I don't know if there was much I could have done better in that fight. His cascading power is just too dang dangerous in any battle that Dragon's involved in. At the very least, we knocked him out, so he'll come back at the same time Steve does. And also my Balor got away. That's honestly huge because that Balor is irreplaceable. So I'm not entirely bummed out. Like, obviously, yeah, I didn't want to lose that battle. But I think it could have been worse. Particularly if Jormag didn't, or if Bazarkan didn't die, and if my Balor did die, it would be an entirely different dynamic. So, we'll have the Balor back, he'll return. Jormag, on the other hand, currently trapped in the enemy's prison, but at least he's not dead. And who knows, maybe he'll release him. Probably not, but you never know, so we'll have to hope. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. I hope, I guess you probably enjoyed watching the battle. It's at least probably interesting. Not exactly my finest moment, but I've suffered big defeats before and bounced back. You just got to roll with the punches sometimes. So hopefully we can turn this around. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Roderick, Sarah Feingold, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.